Welcome back to Random Quest New Horizons. I'm Day Darling, and should we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhollow today? As you can very much see, it's raining, and we know whoever's meant to be visiting our island is not someone who's casually sitting in the town square. I don't know what I was going to say. No, I don't really have anything planned. I'm just sort of vibing. I'm expecting a phone call later today about that sort of thing. Nothing particularly important. It's just a GP appointment. I just need to get some stuff sorted out, but I haven't actually, you know what's interesting about this one is I haven't actually got a text appointment, a text message being like, hey, you know, this confirmation of when your appointment is, which, you know, I've gotten for every single other time, so I don't really know what that's about. Hello everyone, right now I'm Fawnhallow. It's 4:26 PM on Tuesday, March 15th, 2022, by way of, oh, so Sahara's visiting. I don't think we have a Sahara visit for quite a while. I guess it's something you kind of take for granted now. These like text notifications of like confirmations of appointments and that sort of thing nowadays, especially like and I don't know when they started becoming much more not noteworthy, I suppose, like popular of that sort of thing. Like even now, not everything that you make an appointment with is always going to give you like a text appointment or that sort of thing. You know, my dentist that I still go to always make not phone appointments, but like really voicemails, or they actually call you being like, can you still make it, etc, etc. But to be fair, dentist appointments tend to be made like a year in advance, that sort of thing. So and I don't blame them, I suppose, especially GP appointments. They can't even be much more than a week or two. At least the GP practitioner I go to, you can't book more than a week or two in advance, because diary scheduling just doesn't go that far, which I suppose makes sense because there's not many things that you would need that much, like, pre-planning for, I suppose. But it's a thing of, like, most other sort of, like, appointment things. I'd imagine kind of use, like, text notification reminders nowadays. And, like, I was thinking about it, like, I know it's ages ago, it's like I started out in January or whatever, when I was, like, doing a bit of jury duty, and how a lot of the updates I got were through text message. I was like, it's not like it. I was going to be like, it's novel. It's not novel. It's not like a novel thing to use text messages, I suppose, as a notification service or anything like that. It's just more like, when did it start becoming much more of a common thing? I feel like it's, because, I'm trying to think how to even phrase my thoughts. Like, my thoughts don't even make sense at the moment. Certainly when I was much younger, I mean, I suppose to a certain extent I still am now as well. Or no, as a very cautious person, and perhaps too overly, like, I don't want to say anxious is the right word, but like, neurotic, maybe, I suppose, in that sort of aspect. Like, whenever I had an appointment or had like a meeting with someone or that sort of thing, I'd basically be checking like every like, every like half an hour or something on the actual day, but I thought it was out, and I was like making sure I didn't get the time wrong, didn't get the day wrong or anything like that, just checking it over and over and over again. Especially like during university when I had like when I had like meetings with professors of that sort of thing, or like supervisors, etc, etc. I'd be like checking like every half an hour on that day. I'd be like, I'd leave like I'd put all my appointments, of course, in my sort of like a phone calendar, which is not honestly that weird a thing to do. I think a lot of people do that sort of thing, but you know, I think perhaps what is a bit weirder, a bit like over the top, is like checking it every single half an hour, checking it every day as well, just to make sure I definitely got the date / time of it right, correct, and not wrong. And to be honest, it I suppose it pays off in a certain extent, but I don't think I ever missed like one of those meetings. There was one time where I actually turned up to a meeting just like 2 days early, which was kind of embarrassing in its own right, but it wasn't really that big deal, I suppose, because I just turned up and then the person was like, hi, and he was like, you know the meeting's in 2 days, and I was like, what? And I apologized, and it was all good. But you know, it's just like, I feel like I would have certainly benefited a lot from having these text messages, notifications, at least maybe during like university time. And I know that doesn't really make sense. It's not like having an appointment being notified to you through text message for a business is a lot more different through like an educational service, which I mean, I guess you can argue like education sectors, I suppose, can sort of have an overlap with business and that sort of thing, but that's not really something I'm going to divulge into because I don't really know, nor is it really the focus. I'm just talking about like the people like me, you know, overly paranoid. Oh, see, paranoid is the wrong word. Paranoid is a very strong word to use in that sort of context. I don't want to use it like that. Who overly concerned with making sure that they got exactly the same, like exactly correct timing / day, or that sort of thing. Like, I don't, anytime I get like an appointment and it was like through email or something, I'd basically keep checking the emails on the days leading up to it, make sure I didn't like misread it wrong or anything like that, and make sure I actually turned up on the correct day, and etc, etc. Having like a text message just being like on the same day or a couple of hours before, just being like, yo, this is happening, is always reassuring. And I suppose it's something I've taken for granted. I mean, there's not like too many times nowadays where I have like meetings many days in the future, I suppose. Like things where they'll be like organised through email or something like that. Like the only times it really is through text message through like my doctor's appointments or like dentist appointments, or I guess there's only really medical appointments now I think about it. Other appointments are very infrequent, but I suppose maybe those sort of things also hold true, you know. I suppose I much more commonly have medical appointments nowadays compared to most other sort of appointments, and like I don't have like business appointments, things like that. I'm gonna have a wander around. We need to find Pecan, don't we? When this Sahara is here as well, had to find them and buy their stock. But yeah, no, it's just sort of like a nice peace of mind getting a text message being like, oh, you know, the appointment's happening at this time. I suppose nowadays it's not really all that big a deal, especially because with the advent of, I don't want to say the advent as if we just discovered, but most of my medical appointments nowadays are sort of like by phone. I only go in person if I have to, if it's like for a blood test or like administering of medication or anything like that. Nowadays most of the organisation could be done over the phone, so it's not really a big deal. It's not like I'm spending a lot of time for my days, like I'd have to go like make my way over to the doctor's practitioners. What's the building called? I just call it GP, the general practitioners, I guess. Even if it's not too far away, but it's still like I suppose a nuisance in that sort of sense. Now it's just like, oh, you just get a phone call. So even if it doesn't happen, it's just like, oh, you know, I was just like waiting around for like 10 or 20 minutes and it just didn't happen. I was like, all right, let's go about my day then. Still keep my phone with me. It's like, that's not really that big a deal having to keep your phone with you. So it's sort of like having these text messages is reassuring, but it's also not a big deal anymore. At least when it comes to these sort of situations. And especially like, sorry, you're gonna hear the sound of my windows as I unplug my phone. I wonder what else I get text messages from. Oh, of course, and phone bills, that sort of thing. That like, I mean, I already get a notification from my bank as well, being like, oh, you know, the money's come out of your account for paying your phone bill, that sort of thing. So even that's not particularly a big deal anymore. It's just like, we have so many notifications now for literally everything, which is great, you know. I always like to be reminded of things, especially if I might have forgotten about something. It'd be terrifying to be like, oh, you know, not have a text message and you just get a phone call the next day being like, hey, you know, you're going to get fined because you missed your dentist appointment. You'll just be like, what? I had a dentist appointment? Because nowadays, well, actually, even the dentist has always been like this, but, you know, just for example, we're also on a summer island, if you haven't noticed, which is why there are all these summer blue shells, but we have quite a few. I guess, yeah, why not take them? Like, it's not like it's harming anyone. I don't know how many we actually have in inventory, but we don't actually make the ocean set. We perhaps should at some point. We could put them in the top left area around the spring region, I suppose, to fit that sort of watery aesthetic, which is kind of happening. Oh, that's from Freya. We already have a Starry Stands recipe, though. Yeah, I don't know. Me personally, perhaps I'm a little bit, since I like to follow schedules and that sort of thing and be organised, whenever I find out about something, like a meeting I forgot, or like an appointment I forgot about, and just like hearing about it really last minute makes me go, oh. I mean, certainly when I was younger, it used to send me into more of a panic. Now it doesn't send me into a panic. I'm much more like, not low-key about that sort of things, but obviously, you know, stuff happens. As they say. So it sort of just happens, I'm like, oh, I didn't realise. But certainly when I was younger, I used to be like, oh my god, my whole day's ruined. Everything was planned around not having an appointment right now. And now I have to go out and see someone. Oh no. Now, of course, I'm just like, I'm a whole different person. What's this? There's a text from my GP. Yeah, see? My last reminder from a GP, unless maybe I don't know, maybe we're not doing text messages anymore? Why don't I have 2 appointments so close to each other? I don't know. Either that, or my appointment is actually in a week's time. But you see, I wrote down the time of a date. And it said 15th of March on this piece of paper that I tend to keep track of my medical things on. And my phone, it says the 15th as well, so I don't really know. That's okay. I guess I'll find out in about 2 hours time whether that's a thing or not. Oh yeah, no, I was checking text messages, seeing what else gives like text messages as reminders. I mean, I don't really receive text anymore. No one uses text messaging anymore to actually communicate with people, unless you don't actually have internet service. I mean, there's a jury service one. There's an NHS one being like, get your booster shot now. I already got my booster shot by that time, but they sent me that text. But I suppose it's amusing to get it. All the same, I don't even know what this is. Confirmation code? It's a COVID test. What is this? These are just test results, screening results. Really, nothing all that particularly interesting. So maybe I'm sort of over-exaggerating how often you get to be sort of like not notification and like reminders. Well, I guess they are notification reminders, but still. There's only sort of like appointment reminders, etc., etc. But it's gotten to a point where, you know, before you didn't get them, and now we start having them, but now the lack of them is making me go like, maybe I got something wrong. You never know. You never know. But it's just too little, too late for my, I suppose. Not mental sanity. It's like, why can I only think of most like extreme words to say in every scenario? It's not what I meant to say, like mental sanity. Like why can't? It's too late for my peace of mind, I suppose. I've already developed my own peace of mind, which I guess is kind of a good result, if anything. Not having to rely on, like, this is obviously getting far more extreme and far more exaggerated than I mean it to be. But I guess it's kind of good to not be so reliant on the fact of having to receive a reminder notification to have your peace of mind. What the heck is this stress? Sorry, not stress. I've never seen this before. I also don't think I've seen this stuff before. There really have been so many more like new items. But the only one we really care about is a bow, but it doesn't seem like a bow is a thing. So we'll just buy these and not wear them. I suppose that kind of leads into push notifications and that sort of thing as well. You know, quite nice. Push notifications, very common things now, especially for your phone. Even, like, I mean, numerous Animal Crossing episodes have been, I'm going to say rudely interrupted, that's perhaps a bit too harsh, but interrupted by me getting a random notification on my phone, just hearing my phone go, and being like, oh, what's this? And I look and it's just like some random notification from some app I don't care about. I should really learn to turn off some of these notification apps, especially like, a lot of them I have are from games I don't even play. Oh, there you are, Pecan. Are from games I don't play anymore. Why are you so bright right now, Pecan? What on earth? You're positively radiant. From games I don't play. So, in fact, I'm going to open this game, which I don't play anymore. And I'm going to try and figure out how to turn off notifications on it. Because I don't want them anymore. I know you can actually turn them off in, like, the mobile settings themselves, but I don't want to do that. I want to do it itself through the actual app. I don't know. It feels much more by the book. Oh, I had to download an update for it. It's okay. It's only 400 megabytes. That might take a while. What is this? It seems like we're celebrating their 5th anniversary right now or something. Ah, I'm getting caught on the counter. What is going on? There's a cutscene. But I feel like I've generally done a pretty good job at turning off notifications for apps which are not appreciated. What on earth is going on? I don't really get this. Or is this? But I guess we'll go to Bruce's Cafe. We haven't gone to Bruce's Cafe in a while. Can I just skip this? I have no idea what's going on. Another download, 92 megabytes. Just download after download, which I should perhaps be a bit more cautious about because my phone is probably slowly running out of inventory space and that sort of thing. And I don't want to eventually, you know, not have room to, I don't know, download things, I suppose, anymore. Or like actually have any storage space. What's this? Get a login bonus. That's nice. I don't care about any of this. Wow, I've got 5,000 star jewels. That's actually quite a lot. It's not particularly what I'm here about. Oh my god, there's so many notifications. What a nuisance. It's all this just to make sure I don't get any more phone notifications being like, oh, your energy's refilled or whatever in this game. And you might be like, why don't you just don't uninstall the game? Just uninstall the game. Like, that's a fair point. To be perfectly honest, I probably should just uninstall the game, but I'm keeping it on for nostalgia's sake, I suppose. Whoa, what's this? New cards? That is a very strange looking card. So I'm having the time of my life just looking through all this stuff. How very strange. a lot of this is. Wow, there's a dream fest going on. I probably shouldn't be doing this in the middle of an episode, but this is what Animal Crossing has devolved into. It's just me just doing this weird stuff now. It's stuck. Why isn't it going? just doing things that I'm meant to be doing outside of Animal Crossing, but just during Animal Crossing instead. What is going on? Oh, it's an anniversary celebration. That's why this is going on. That makes sense. Maybe I should do some pulls live on camera right now. If you're wondering what game I'm looking at Bandori, which you might be familiar with. Except for I'm playing the Japanese version. What on earth is going on? Oh my word! What is going on? What? I have ranks? There's too many pop-up notifications, which is very confusing when you haven't played a game for where you just got. Wow. Okay, I'm trying to think what other sort of like apps also send me random notifications. Fire Emblem Heroes sends me so many as well, and I don't play that game anymore either. I haven't played it for years. Although I do sometimes like just logging in. See, this is the thing. I like logging back into these games sometimes just to be like, yo, what's going on? And I look at it and I'm like, wow, I don't want to play any of this. I don't want to play this, but why do I have a notification from this? I'm like, oh, I don't want to play this game or anything, but sometimes I just go on, you know, grab in my login bonus from like the returning players, login bonus or whatever, and just like do some random pulls. Why? Because it's kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. That's how they get you. But they haven't got me enough because I still don't want to play the game, I suppose. What is all of this? How do I... Is this why I pull? Is this where all the cards are? Is this double rates? This looks like the double rates rings. Oh, we'll have a nice little pull here. We'll see what's going on. I talked to you about my shiny colours pulls yesterday, which happened yesterday. Reruns came back, and I had to spark. That was quite sad. Who is this? Wow, it's this Sayo card. No, skip to the end. I don't want to watch this. It's boring. Oh, got another card. What on earth is going on? Who is this? I have no idea who this is. Was that a 4-star? I think that was a 4-star. What on earth? I just skipped past it. I'm skipping everything. That was a 4-star. I don't even know who this is. It's a new character. Oh well, let's do it again. What am I doing? I'm playing a different game while I'm playing a different game. I'm multitasking. Wow, this one has a rainbow loading screen as well. That means there's a 4-star in here. Skip. Skip to a 4-star. I don't want any of your rares anymore. Oh, there you are, Sahara. Who do you think I got? Whoa. I forgot her name. Misaki or something. That's crazy. I can't believe it. I'm back and I pulled a 4-star. Right, time to close this game. Oh, yeah, and I forgot what I was doing. I was trying to figure out how to turn off notifications in this game. How do I turn off notifications in this game? What are the options? No, that was support. I can't read Japanese very well. Okay, there we go. Options. I lie. I'm actually an expert in Japanese. That's not true in slightest. Okay, okay, this is during a live. System? Background music. Battery? Battery? I don't know. Just turn... Recommended stories. Live? Random? Kirafes off. There we go. I think I turned off all notifications now, so now hopefully this game will never bother me ever again. And I'll never have to think about it ever more. Now to open the other games, which, you know, also randomly give me notifications. You know, Fire Emblem Heroes, why can't you be more like your... What other games? Like Pocket Camp. Actually, Pocket Camp gives me quite a few notifications as well, I'm not gonna lie. And I haven't played that for ages. Look, all I want is just not be bothered by these games I don't play anymore, but I don't want to uninstall the games for some stubborn reason of, like, I don't know, some sort of, like, hoarder mentality where I'm like, I want to keep all of them. I don't know why it's taken me so long to actually get rid of these phone notifications, you know? Example of bad phone notifications, these games I don't play anymore. Good notifications? General practitioners, doctor's appointments, all those sort of things. Settings, okay. Where is... There's so many settings. Home notification? Battle music. No, that's not what I want. Am I blind? I can't see notification settings in it. Sorry, I know this is not the most thrilling episode of Animal Crossing. You know, sometimes they do be like this. Sometimes I just take the time to do things which I should be doing during other times during Animal Crossing. Maybe you should as well, you know? Why don't you just bust out the vacuum? When's the last time you vacuumed your floor? Now's the perfect time to do it while you're listening to this Animal Crossing episode. Or not. I don't know, maybe you've already done it. Like, all of these notification settings are already off. Why do you keep sending me notifications then? Fire Emblem Heroes, I'm calling you out. Oh, I just randomly turned off the sound effect volume. That's not... I mean, change data quality? Account management? No. Delete all my data? Let's not do that. What if I want to play this game in the future? Not that I'd highly recommend it. This game is basically, like, I think I talked about this before. This game is Power Creep City. How do I turn off notifications? Get out of here, random. Stop. Don't show again. How do I turn off notifications? Can I not do it through... Can I not do it through the actual app itself? I don't know how to do it through mobile. The actual my mobile phone settings. Let's see. Fire Emblem Heroes, turn off notifications. Yes, I'll buy this. Can I turn off text notifications? I've got to go to my phone system settings. I think the most annoying part of Fire Emblem Heroes, down to once a day note, in-game notifications, so that you can only get a notification first time you log in each day and turn off a notification menu, which is settings notifications toggle. What? There's no inbuilt system? There should be an inbuilt system. Like, if you make an app and you have push notifications, you have an inbuilt system in your apps for me to turn off your notifications, okay? Now I have to go into my settings, I had to search like applications, apps, not storage, and I had to find the app, and I'm like, what, nuisance, games, Fire Emblem Heroes, where is it? No, hold on. Is it under notifications? Notification. Manage settings. Notifications? From messages? No, not from messages. I want text message notifications. What? I'm not good at this. Accessibility. I swear it used to be in applications. Am I blind? I don't want to force stop it. I just want to make sure it never gives me a notification ever again. Allow. Oh, here we go. Get rid of all of them. I don't want any of them anymore. Maybe it's a good time to see all my other apps and turn off all notifications. Notifications? Bandori? Get out of here. Sahara? Did I buy everything for me? I don't even know. I probably should have paid attention to that. Wow, we have so many things in our inventory. Let's go put some stuff away, I suppose. Okay, which of these apps actually gives me a lot of notifications? Is there a way to sort by notifications? Charades? Yeah, you know, Charades doesn't give me any notifications. Clip Studio? No notifications. Citus? No notifications. I hear that present. Demo? Desmos? No notifications. Device Health Services? I don't even know what this is. Duolingo? Emergency alerts? I guess that's probably one you should keep on, huh? Fit? Genshin Impact? Even Genshin Impact only gives a notification like once a month or something. Gmail? I guess Gmail's kind of important to keep on, isn't it? There's so many apps, I don't even know what half these apps are. I'm going to be perfectly honest. A yellow bamboo mat. Wow, it's actually a new app. Not new app, a new... Oh my god, my mind's been flooded. It's a new, recipe. Oh, I'll turn off this one as well. Love Life. 0 notifications. They've all been turned off now as well. Mahjong Soul? Why is it so big? Why don't I even have this on my phone? I don't play it on my phone. Pocket Camp? What if I open Pocket Camp right now? When's the last time I've opened Pocket Camp? I mean, while we're opening up all these old games, why not? But I don't play anymore. Let's open up Pocket Camp. The sister and less cool version of Animal Crossing, which you can put on your phone. Which I used to play a decent amount of, I'm going to be honest. But like, their gacha system is how you get all the customization in the game, which is a bit sad. Because that's like the only big part, I suppose, of Animal Crossing. Is all this customization stuff. Sign-in is now automatic. Not now. Cancel. Don't access my account. Let's do it. Let's download 1 GB of information. Oh, it's not worth it. I'm closing this. Get out of it, Pocket Camp. you're basically on thin ice, Pocket Camp, until you actually send me a notification. So, I don't really, like, did I do anything this episode? Not really, I'm gonna be honest. Really important part was we gave Pecan a present. But basically what I'm doing today is working with thumbnail art. It's coming along. I'm at the line art phase. It's okay. Actually, no, I just noticed it's a bit uneven, the line art I've drawn right now. Line arts are often the most, like, uninteresting part of actually rendering out these thumbnail arts. It's simple, but it's also a bit mind-numbing at the same time. But luckily, you can listen to other things while you do it at the same time. I apologise. This episode sucked today. I'm going to be perfectly honest. This episode, just terrible. If we're making a tier list of all the episodes I've ever done for Animal Crossing, this one's going to be like bottom... Okay, it's not going to be like bottom 10, I don't think. I think a lot of the early episodes are probably a lot worse. It's probably in the bottom 20. I mean, I don't even know what to talk about. I didn't come in with anything to talk about. I'm just here talking about push notifications. I didn't even spend most of the time playing the actual game I'm playing right now. I was just opening stuff on my phone, but you know, push notifications, how about that? Anyway, so I'm going to round off this episode here. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares are greatly appreciated. Join me Dear Darling Discord, follow me just down below. Hope we can see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.